Kanye West. We've all heard of him, I think. And anyway, so I was signed to him. I was signed to Good Music. It was so crazy. So Def Jam like basically paid to like shoot all the album cover for my second album, whatever. And then they were like, actually, we don't know if we want you still. And I was like, that's crazy because I don't want to be here either. And then they were like, we actually don't want to pay for that. But I had already shot it, and I was like, okay, crazy. And I was like, so do you want me or do you not? Like, you know, what are we doing here? It was like we're in I was literally in a situationship with Def Jam Records, where I was like, what are we? And anyway, and they were like, we actually can't keep you or let you go. The only person that can keep you or let you go for your next record is Kanye West himself. And I was like, no problem. However, at that time, he decided he didn't want to use email, and he also didn't have an assistant. So I was like, that is so crazy. And so for like 6 months of my life, and this is a true story, I'm not exaggerating anything, it's crazier than I could even tell it. For like 6 months of my life, I went to Sunday service. Do you remember Sunday service when he was doing that? I went to Sunday service every weekend of my life for like 6 months or something. And it was like going to someone's wedding with like a contract in your hand, where like I'd go and I'd be like, that was really beautiful, sir. And then I'd be like, can we talk? And every time he was like, okay. And I'd be like, okay. And finally he was like, okay, come to rehearsal on Friday. I was like sick. And then I was like, oh, where the fuck is rehearsal? Like I didn't know where and when rehearsal was. Anyway, so I ended up going to this office in Calabasas. And he was like, why are you here? And I was like, like, I need to get out of this deal. And he was like, okay, like, what do I need to do? And I was like, you can text literally anyone and say that I'm done. And so he did, and he texted someone and said I was done, and I was done. And then afterwards, I like played him my second record, and he was like, this is cool, could you make it a gospel song? And I was like, sure, like, whatever you want.